everybody, it's Keely O'Brien here, and if you're new here, it's lovely to have you, and I hope you're going to enjoy my video today. If you've been here before, hello, thank you so much for coming back, and I hope you enjoy what I'm going to make today. So I really wanted to do a steampunk project, and I've got a new account on TikTok which is Steampunk Keely. If you want to follow me on there, I'll put a link below. So these two books are two of my cut and collage series, and you've probably seen this one before because I've done a flip through. It's a very quick, super quick flip through there, but you may not have seen this one before, and I don't think I've done a flip through from this at all, but yeah, here is a very quick sample of what's in here, and I want to use some of these steampunk type patterns and backgrounds. Look at these. Ooh, sort of metallic flowers and lots of light bulbs and gorgeous coppery colours and rusty things, all that sort of stuff, all the good stuff. So I want to make a little journal out of this, and so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to make the cover, I think. I am not really sure how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. And there's loads of the animals in this one. There's a sort of freebie thrown in because those images are, some of them are in this book and some of them are in my steampunk dogs and cats. Let's just get the dogs and cats. This book, which I also want to use because there's some amazing images in here too, and I haven't actually cut any little characters out of here yet, but you can see the kind of gorgeousness that we have coming up from there. Anyway, yeah, I really wanted to make something that I can sort of do as an ongoing project, and I'm on the black coffee today. Guess what, guys? I'm on a 5-day juice fast. Something I do every month now. I've been doing it for a while. When I was teaching, I used to do a proper juice fast for a couple of weeks in the summer holidays, but I don't really get weeks off now because I work and I do this too. So anyway, 5 days is about as much as I can manage. So black coffee is allowed, but the juices are amazing. I love them, and that's just what I have for 5 days. 5 days of just juice. So yeah, anyway, I follow the Juice Master. If anyone's interested in that, you can go look him up. That's how I got onto that. Anyway, back to steampunk. And yeah, steampunk patterns and papers to cut out and collage. There are 60 patterns, and they're back to back, but of course you can tear bits off or slice bits off and use both of the sides if you wish, and I think that's what I'm going to do right now. So I've also, because I'm taking part in Ceri the Crafter's, oh crikey, what's it called? Hashtag Mixed Media March 2025, I think it's called. Off the top of my head. Anyway, the challenge is to make something rectangular, basically, every day for every day of March. Now, I have no idea if I'm going to get through all this. I've got so much other stuff I've got going on. It must be insane. But anyway, I'm going to make a start on it, and this is going to be day 2. So here are some of my Gelli prints, and you might recognise these if you've watched my postcards from Gelli postcard play last year, and you can see the kind of colours that I love and the sort of rusty, grungy kind of look that I really enjoy. So I think I really want to make a cover using some of that and some of my steampunk patterns. I'm just going to glue it on. No idea what's going to happen to this spine here, and when it opens, who knows. Maybe I'll just make it on that edge there, but do you know what? I'm just going to work it out as I go along. I'll probably glue it around the edge here and then put an insert in, but I've never done this before. Let's see what happens, shall we? Oh my goodness, right, I've got to tear into this book now. I don't know if I can do it. What do I want on my front cover? Something very steampunk. Maybe, I love all these rusty old steampunky looking machines, and it's got to go with, I think I'm going to use that one and that one. Perhaps not the red, those are a little bit too designed. Might use a bit of leather on the spine, that might be fun, mightn't it? Wrap some of that around. Oops. Something like that. We'll see. I don't want to compromise the actual working of the book. Ooh, now that might be quite nice. Rusty, shiny looking metal. Maybe not that one. That one's a little bit cartoon style. Perhaps the keys. That might be nice. Whoop. Oh, there goes the coffee. Oh, crikey. There goes my black coffee. I'm spilling things. Right, that would go nicely with that, I think. Perhaps keep it quite dark, and then I can have some maybe ephemera on the front. Something like that would stand out nicely when I've fussy cutted it. Fussy cutted. There we go. So something like that. Oh, gee, that's nice too. Oh, I can't choose. Do you know what? I'm just going to... Oh, it's got to be some light bulbs though, hasn't it? Right, I'm going in. I'm going in with the light bulbs. They're not quite as dark as I wanted. I might go with that. A bit bigger. Oh, God, help me, help me, help me. Let's do that one. Right, I'm just going to tear it. What's on the back? Oh, that's okay. Right, here we go. I'm just going to literally... Oh, I can't believe I just did that. Right. I'm going in with the glue. I promised you I was going to just make this up as I went along, and that's exactly what's happening. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that. Let's do, oh, I love this. Let's do that because I want to see some ripped edges. Because grunge is all part of the fun of the whole thing. Let's have a bit more, maybe along there. Right, I've got going now. This is good. Let's rip some of that one. I can't believe I'm tearing up these jelly prints. Ooh, that's nice. You probably can't see amidst all the mess I'm making, but I like that. I do like that. Excellent. Right, I'm just going to glue some stuff. Let's see what happens. And I think I want to make the back with the same so that it sort of holds together design-wise. Ah, I'm tearing up my jelly prints. Do you know what? I was watching somebody on TikTok yesterday, or it might have been Instagram, I think, who, I know who it was Collage Soup, and it was just about being creative and not worrying about the outcome, not worrying about perfection, just like getting some forward motion with a project, even if it's awful. So this might, anything could happen here really, guys. But I'm just going to be brave. I'm not even worrying about... oh, come on, words. I'm not even going to worry about cutting straight lines. I'm literally just going to glue it. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's glue it. This is beautiful though, isn't it? So I'll put a link down below to all of the jelly print stuff that I used. So I invested in a gel plate last summer when I was doing Ceri the Crafter's #Gelli postcard play, because I just wanted to get started. That's actually when I started YouTubing as well. I knew I had to do it as soon as he said there was a challenge. Well, I just thought, right, this is it. I've got to do it now. I've been thinking about YouTubing for a long time because I just really wanted to, it's not straight, is it? Really wanted to share my books and actually to have a bit of fun making things and, oopsie, making some new friends on YouTube. So there we go. I'm not going to worry about what the inside looks like. I'm just going to fold things over like that. Let's do that. Do I like that? Do I want to? Let's get the old archival ink out. Love archival ink. I want the torn look, but I don't necessarily want it to be white. Let's blend that in a bit. I might even go in with some distressed paint as well later. Let's tone that down a little in case it still shows, and that can go there. Okay. And glue time. I just use Pritt Stick. I don't know what you people are using if you're crafting. If you're not crafting, try it. You'd love it. I can't tell you. It's really helped me to just re-engage with stuff I used to love when I was about 30 years younger than I am now. And yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not like pretending that I'm Leonardo da Vinci or anybody, but I'm just enjoying doing kind of designing things again and just being creative for the fun of it. Not worrying too much about the ins and outs of everything. Just getting stuff together. Anyway, I am going to switch to voiceover now because I need to concentrate. Okay, so I've sped the rest up so you don't have to watch everything in slow motion, the kind of speed that I would work normally anyway. So yeah, I love these colours. Do you love these colours? Anything sort of sludgy and mossy, and I suppose because I'm a nature lover, I grew up in near to the countryside and we used to go on long walks and through the woods, and I used to be called Twiggy by my parents when I was little because I used to collect a lot of twigs. And yeah, I just found nature so magical, and I think the colours, I keep banging on about my childhood and memories and stuff, but I think going back to art after all these years, what are we talking? I did my art and design foundation in 1986 to 7. So 87, 97, 2007, 2017, nearly 40 years ago. Anyway, got to thank my friend Nicole, really, because Nicole, you have inspired me so much that it's okay to just, you know, sort of get started and have fun and play, which was exactly what I needed, really, a sort of gentle kick up the bum to get me back to actually creating things for fun for myself rather than creating things because it's school and I need to plan an art lesson, or it's art club and I need to come up with something where the children are going to engage and learn. And I'm really passionate about teaching. I love it, but you know, I'm getting a bit old. I'm getting a bit old. You can work out from when I was at art college. And then I went on and did my teaching degree, which included quite a bit of arty-farty stuff, printmaking and ceramics, and I did media education as well. So there was, did my dissertation actually on making a storybook. I don't know if any of you people remember those kind of teenage magazines with kind of love stories with speech bubbles and photos, my guy, and all that type of thing. I'm talking about early 80s here. But I guess, so when was I doing my dissertation? That was probably about 89, 90. So yeah, the internet hadn't really arrived yet, and I was working with younger children, and we were I wanted to do a design project with them and write my dissertation on it. So it was about creating a photo story with these children. It wasn't like a my guy love story one. It was about aliens and all that type of thing. I think I had year two. I think they were year two children. So here in the UK, that means they were 6 and 7. So we had a couple of the school cameras, and they sort of took photos of themselves, and then we made this great big book. We literally glued all of the pictures onto the onto the pages with the photos, and then we would embellish them and add sort of googly eyes for the aliens and speech bubbles for what they were saying. But it was so much fun because they were sort of structuring the narrative, the storyline, and taking the photos that we thought would help portray the story in this cartoon strip with the photos of them. I don't know what happened to that book that I made. It probably got forcibly chucked away from me at some point when I moved house for the umpteenth time. Don't know if I still have it, and I can't remember what I wrote in the dissertation, but it was such a wonderful project. All the children took part. Their faces were all glued into this amazing huge double page sort of cartoon strip. It was a bit like Viz. I was reading a lot of Viz at that time as well. If you don't know Viz, it might not be up your street, but it was like quite a edgy kind of boardy sort of cartoon book, that comic that used to come out every or a couple of weeks. So yeah, it was a bit like cartoons and things, I suppose, were sort of in my brain for whatever reason at that point. But the children all got involved. Sometimes they were the photographer, sometimes they were the ones posing, sometimes they were directing each other of what they needed to do. Obviously we had to write the story at the beginning, and I really wanted to get it from them rather than just tell them what to do, which would defeat the object of getting them to think for themselves. And the ownership of that project was really important to me as well, that they should feel it was them that had created it and they had contributed and they had worked as a team, and it was just a really fun project. And then I didn't really do very much with that idea when I was a teacher, because I tell you what, the curriculum is so full and you're just running to keep on the spot really. So yeah, I didn't really push the whole media studies thing. I guess it influenced some of my teaching in English, for example, and things like that. But anyway, I'm right on a ramble now about teaching. But yeah, so I sort of did lots of crafty things and helped to, get kids being creative. And, you don't have to be able to draw to do art. And that is just the thing that I love about collage, because you can be absolutely hopeless and only manage like Billy Stickman or whatever you want to call it, type drawings. But with this, you can use all sorts of things. I mean, again, Nicole from Relax Cut Glue, she uses a lot of magazine images and she harvests them out of magazines, and her sense of humour is just priceless, and she does such funny collages sometimes. They're just hilarious. But anyway, I haven't tried that yet because obviously I'm here showing you my books and using the images. And so I love the fact that, you know, my ideas are also the ideas that are in the book that you can share as well. And yeah, anyway, how do you think this is going? Those cats are just absolutely fab, I think, and they were what I wanted as a main focal point for the front of this book, because obviously it's going to be knocking around on my desk and so on while I'm working in it, and there's a lot of pages in there, so it's probably going to take me forever to get through the whole book. Might never happen, but anyway, yeah, I'm loving it so far. So Mixed Media March, hashtag Mixed Media March 25, Ceri the Crafter's idea for a competition, not a competition, a challenge, a competition against yourself. So yeah, I am going to give it a go. I'm so busy this month. I've got just like new work coming in of my other work, different types of work that I do now as well, nothing to do with art, and yeah, I've got so much on, I must be mad. But anyway, I said I would give this a go, and so that is what I'm doing, and it may just help keep me sane in the mad month of March. So we have got beautiful weather here today. It's absolutely beautiful, sort of not quite sapphire blue sky, but you know, that sort of heavenly blue that the sky goes with, little white fluffy clouds, just lovely. And so yeah, I've just actually driven back up from Sussex to visit my mum, and hey, I gave her her birthday present, which was the book with the butterflies on the cover, the hardback lined journal. And yeah, she was pleased. She's not big on being gushy about things, but she liked it, and she's going to presumably write in it, because she loves to write notes and all sorts of things. She writes everything down because she's 85 now and her memory's not so good as you can perhaps imagine, but bless her. Anyway, so she's got her birthday present. I'm going to cough, hang on. Oh, sorry about that. Anyway, here's my steampunk book, and I really wasn't sure whether it needed a little bit more of shiny stuff on it, and I thought I'd pretty it up with some butterfly stickers. And hello, if you've ever enjoyed sticking stickers, you'll know that you can get carried away. So yeah, I did get a little bit carried away with the old butterflies here. And as you can see, the number 2, I wanted some lovely shiny metallics on this in true steampunk fashion. Look at those cute steampunk dogs. So yep, this is my steampunk journal, and I hope you like it. Right guys, I'm off now. I will see you on day 3 of Mixed Media March 25. Bye.